must explain to people where they are being manipulated, where they are lied to, and what is happening where. We need to mobilize our spirit. I would like to appeal to all our citizens, to all our media, all honest Ukrainian media, to circulate information about how our military is fighting back. There is little such information in the media right now. Our military need your support and support from our public. Our army, believe me when I say this, we have an army of powerful people, and our public are also a powerful force, and they need to support our army. The military are engaged in heavy fighting, fending off attacks in Donbass, in the north, in the east, and in the south. The enemy has sustained heavy casualties, and they will be even heavier. They came to our land. Ukraine is being attacked from the air, from the north to the south, and national solidarity is the main support of Ukraine's statehood. But I believe it's not the only one. We are issuing arms, defensive weapons, to all those capable of defending our sovereignty. Each citizen of Ukraine will decide the future of our people. Anyone with military experience who is able to join the defense of Ukraine must report to stations, call-up stations. We are calling on veterans. Please follow detailed information. Since morning, we have we have injured among the military, and we need blood. Please become donors and donate your blood to our defenders. Also, in these difficult conditions, every company, every business person is in a position to decide our future. Please work for the sake of society and for the sake of each of us. Everyone, all staff need to be provided with goods and services. The National Bank and the banks of Ukraine have all the resources necessary to secure the state's financial resources, everything to provide for the defense of Ukraine and for the interests of our people. I am grateful to all our politicians who supported Ukraine and who stand in defense of our independence. We don't have political opponents now. We are all citizens of a wonderful country, and we are stand in defense of our freedom. Be ready to support your state in the squares of your cities. We will remove sanctions on any citizens of Ukraine. The Security Council of Ukraine has decided to remove sanctions from anyone who is able to take up arms in defense of our country as part of territorial defense. This morning, dear citizens, this morning has gone down in history, but it is a different history for us and for Russia. We have severed diplomatic relations with Russia. Ukraine is defending itself and shall not cede its freedom. Whatever they might think in Moscow, to Ukrainians, independence and the right to live on our land is the highest value. Russia has attacked our state in a cunning way, is in the way that the Nazi Germany did during the Second World War. From today, our countries are on opposing sides of world history. Russia is on the path of evil, but much depends on the Russian people. The people of Russia will have to choose which path each of them takes. Anyone in Russia who has not lost their honor they have time to come out and protest against this war, against a war on Ukraine. And I would like to appeal separately both to the citizens of Ukraine in Russian, also to Russians. I know that this is not being shown on your TV channels and much is blocked in the social media, but this evil, this desire to eliminate a nation is impossible to block. You cannot block history. Therefore, dear citizens of Ukraine, our strong citizens of Ukraine, anyone who has relatives in Russia, and I'm sure you do, those who have friends who know journalists, bloggers in Russia, please appeal to them. They must always talk about this. Then Russia will know the truth. It is important. Thank you. We will update you every hour. We will talk to you every hour with our population, with our public. From now on, this is our multi-million army. Glory to Ukraine.
Now, there you go. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky there with an emotional address. Just a couple of things he said. First of all, he announced that he had severed diplomatic relations with Russia, saying that Russia is on the path of evil. He also called on ordinary Russian civilians to come out and protest in Russia about this war. And he acknowledged that most Russians probably aren't seeing what you, watching us here, are seeing, and said that Ukrainians who had relatives and friends in Russia should reach out to them directly and ask them to protest and spread the word about what's happening. He said that the enemy had sustained heavy casualties. He called for blood donations. And this is interesting too. He said authorities will be issuing weapons to those capable of defending the country, and in fact ask for people who are capable of carrying weapons and defending the country to go to stations to be issued with weapons. Let's go now to our Nick Paton-Walsh in the Ukrainian port city of Odessa. Nick, I know you were listening to this, striking, basically calling on people to come out, get armed and go fight.
Yeah, I mean, calling people to fight in the squares of the towns in which they live. I mean, to some degree, a call for unity, also possibly a sign of some sense of desperation at what may lie ahead. Much of the analysis of what Russia's military might do here in full flow gives the Ukrainian military less of a chance, but they will face a population that is bitterly angry at their presence, and that possibly is what Ukraine's president is trying to harness.